Since I did a bridal perfumes video, I thought I might as well do a honeymoon scents one with scents that I would now wear to my honeymoon. I have 12 perfumes today, so I have 4 that are more for like tropical, typical honeymoon destinations. Then I have 4 sexy perfumes that you can wear wherever you are for the date nights. And then I have 4 cozy, sexy perfumes for if you want to be cozy and sexy in the evening for your husband. So let's start with the honeymoon perfume, in my opinion, which is Ylang in Gold by Micallef. And I always tell you in every single video that I mention this perfume that to me it just screams tropical vacation and honeymoon vibes. And this is definitely what I would bring, oh my god, to my honeymoon. We had our honeymoon in Tulum, Mexico, a place that I can highly recommend, especially the Pueblo part, which is the real part of Tulum and not just the beach side, which is very touristy and expensive. But anyways, this is the perfect scent for tropical weather, for high humidity, something that breaks through the heat and that you can smell wherever you are. This is sweet and floral and creamy and peachy. It has citrus fruits in it. It has a very creamy, peachy ylang, incredibly smooth sandalwood and vanilla, and a coconut that is addictive, yet not that synthetic smelling, and just absolutely beautiful. It has some gold flecks in it, so you can see it on your skin. It has quite a strong longevity and sillage, and it's just the perfect scent. Then I have a designer find, which makes me very excited. This is My Way by Giorgio Armani. This is the Parfum version, which is the newest one. And this is again floral and sweet and creamy, but it is more powdery, but just slightly powdery. And it has the most fun bubblegummy tuberose. And I am not the biggest tuberose fan usually, because tuberose a lot of times can give me a headache, can be too strong and too, I don't know, there's this specific undertone, like a specific smell under it that just, I don't know, doesn't suit me, doesn't suit my skin. But this one is just so fun and creamy and also quite tropical. In the top, it's very citrusy with bergamot, bitter orange, orange blossom, and then the heart is this creamy, sweet bubblegum tuberose and iris, which makes it, what I said, like quite powdery. And then it has ambrette, vanilla, white musk, and cedar, which gives it a definite depth and some more longevity and sillage. This is quite a strong fragrance for a designer one. I love the bottle as well, and I just think it would be perfect for a tropical honeymoon, but it would be perfect as well for just anywhere as a date night scent, because it is quite sexy. The next one is a no-brainer as well, which is Virgin Island Water by Privée. This just smells like the perfect tropical cocktail that is very luxurious and well made, and you're sipping on it in your beautiful resort. This is fresh and sweet, also creamy, very citrusy and fruity. The top is just bursting with citruses and tropical fruits, and then it gets more creamy and creamy. It has coconut milk, coconut water. It has very creamy, beautiful jasmine, which is not the annoying one. It has a very smooth vanilla and white musk. And as I always say, I have the feeling there's some deep wood in it, because to me it does smell more unisex than others in this video. So I think either one of you could wear this, or both, on your honeymoon. It's just absolute perfection, has a strong performance and sillage. It's absolutely beautiful. This one you would maybe not see as a honeymoon scent at first, but to me, I don't know why, but it reminds me of I'm on a tropical island and it is hot and humid, but there's like a slight bit of summer rain. And I'm in the spa of the resort and I'm getting a massage. And this is what this smells like to me. It's so relaxing and beautiful, never too much. And especially for daytime, I just think it's such a special fragrance. And it looks beautiful. It just smells beautiful. And what it is Thé Yulong by Armani from the Privée line. This is a straight up tea scent. It has green tea, it has black tea, but then it's made very fresh with some petit grain, with some orange, mandarin orange. And then it does have a little bit of like a spice to it, but just like it gives it a kind of like a kick to it. So it's much more interesting. It has some more depth to it, but it's not like a spicy perfume. It just has like a little bit of cardamom, a little bit of ambrette, a little bit of vetiver, but just a tiny amount. And then it has like a very slight powderiness from the iris, which makes it super smooth and round, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And it also comes in a very beautiful limited edition bottle, which I also got because this is almost empty. Okay, then now onto the sexy date night fragrances for your honeymoon. Doesn't matter where you are, they are just sexy and seductive and beautiful and yummy. So the first one is one of the best perfumes ever made in my opinion, which is Angélique Noire by Guerlain. It's also from the Privée line. So this doesn't have tuberose in it, but it has jasmine in it. And for some reason, maybe it's the jasmine, I don't know what else it could be, but it also gives me a similar bubblegummy vibe to this one. But this is like bubblegummy straight up tuberose, like you can smell the tuberose. This doesn't smell like tuberose, but it just has this bubblegum feeling to it. But then it's so elegant and sexy at the same time. It has a beautiful juicy pear in the top, which is so delicious. And then it's quite green and spicy. It has angelica seed, angelica root, it has pink pepper and caraway. And then, because it's a Guerlain, it has the most beautiful, smooth, addictive vanilla in it. Oh my god, it's so smooth and luxurious smelling. It's sexy, but it's not too much. And that's what I like about it, because a lot of those date night perfumes are just too much, too heavy. They just want too much. And this is just subtle seductiveness, if you know what I mean. This one right here is just sexiness in a bottle. Like if you want to seduce someone, just wear this one, you're good to go. This is Narciso Rodriguez For Her, the Eau de Toilette. I like it much more than the Eau de Parfum version. It's just sexy. I don't know what to say. It's mysterious. It's sexy. I can't explain it. It's quite floral and it has some powderiness to it. It's definitely sweet, but it has some deep woodiness to it as well. And it just has 4 notes in it. It has musk in it, the Rodriguez signature musk, of course. It has very creamy, quite fruity osmanthus. And then it has the most beautiful patchouli and amber combination. So it has this green herbally patchouli to it, which gives it this sexiness and this deepness. And the amber is so resinous and warm and alluring. It's so niche smelling to me. It does not smell like a typical designer perfume at all to me. And also it has very strong performance and sillage. It's incredible. The next one is a rose perfume. And to me, a lot of people associate roses with like something sexy and something alluring, especially in combination with all of the other notes. This is Delina by Parfum de Mali. I had Delina La Rosée in the actual bridal perfumes video. This one is a little bit more. It's just a little bit more sexy, a little bit more deep. It's a little bit more niche smelling, which is why I think it's the perfect honeymoon fragrance. And my husband loves this one on me. So this is floral. It's definitely fruity with like a sour touch to it. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's creamy. It's so different smelling to anything I've owned before. Of course, now there are a lot of perfumes that try to be similar to this one, but this is the OG in my opinion, at least. I love the note of rhubarb, and this has rhubarb in it. It has lychee in it. It has bergamot in it. And then it has a very strong rose and peony accord mixed with spices. It has nutmeg in it. It has frankincense in it, vetiver, cedarwood. But then again, it seems like it's too deep and too spicy. And then there comes the smooth, creamy notes, cashmere and vanilla and white musk, which make it absolutely rounded out to perfection and so smooth, and it's so elegant and rich and luxurious and sexy smelling all at the same time. Also, I love the bottle, and you get what you pay for because performance and sillage are strong. Let's say your honeymoon is in a more cold place, or it's a cozy honeymoon. You want something sexy, but something that's more subdued and a little bit more, not quiet at all, but just more fitted towards a cozy honeymoon, let's say. This is Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Kurkdjian Paris, which is beautiful. If you like Intense Café by Montal, or there's this one from Atelier Cologne called Café Tuberosa. If you like those type of scents, you will love this one. Also, what I love about it is it has a counterpart, which is called Gentle Fluidity Silver, which has the same notes, but just in another percentage. So the other one smells much more typically masculine leaning, and this more feminine leaning. So it would be beautiful if you wear this one and your partner would wear the other one. But this one has juniper berry, musk, coriander, nutmeg, woods, and vanilla. I cannot smell almost any of it. To me, this is just sweet and creamy. It's definitely a gourmand scent, but it has some depth in the background. But I wouldn't say it's like a juniper berry scent or a coriander seed scent. To me, it's a vanilla. It's a vanilla with a woody base. It has some like a creamy, almost like a tiramisu kind of accord to it, on my skin at least. So it has this gourmand factor to it. It has this quiet luxury vibe to it. It's not quiet, but it's not loud. It smells luxurious. It is sexy, but it doesn't do too much. It's elegant and classy, yet interesting. And at last, we have those cozy scents. No matter where you are, these are perfect to cuddle and whatever. So the first one is Versace Crystal Noir, the Eau de Parfum. And this is creamy perfection. Oh my god, it smells so addictive. I love this scent. And to me, I'm so sad that I just discovered it, I don't know, maybe like a year ago or something. This is creamy and sweet, a little bit floral. It definitely has this fresh, creamy, like a fresh body butter kind of vibe to it. And then definitely some smooth spices, not like harsh spices, very smooth spices mixed into the cream. It has cardamom and ginger and pepper in the top, which you can definitely smell in the beginning. At first, it reminds me a little bit of Gris Charnel by BDK, but then it becomes so much more creamy and fresh. It has gardenia and the heart, orange blossom, beautiful peonies, And then in the base, it's absolutely creamy perfection. Sandalwood, musk, amber. It's so deep yet light and airy and fresh and creamy. Still a little bit floral, a little bit spicy. It's so sexy, seductive, subdued, not too much. So cozy. I just saw that my cozy recommendations are all quite cheap in comparison to the other ones, which is a nice balance, I think. The next one is Cheirosa 40 by Sol de Janeiro. And it's beautiful. This is Black Amber, Plum, and Vanilla Woods. Or in detail, it has plum in the top and creme de cassis. And then in the mid, jasmine and Brazilian orchid, and in the dry down, vanilla woods and warm musk. This is cozy sexiness. It has a very strong plum in it, but it's mixed in with very cozy, fresh notes. So it's not like a Christmassy plum scent. It's plum made summery, which is very rare. I've never smelled anything like it. I love the blackcurrant in here, and I'm not the biggest fan of blackcurrant in general, but in here it just makes the perfume much more summery and airy and fresh and a little bit sour. And then it has very beautifully creamy flowers in it, and the base is just very suave, like very smooth vanilla, smooth musk, not too much. It's definitely a loud scent, like the sillage is quite loud, but the performance is not like beast mode. It is a body scent after all, and it's not the loudest of all of the body mists from this line, but still it's super cozy and beautiful and sexy. Then we have another one that could be either a bridal perfume or a tropical vacation perfume, date night perfume, cozy perfume, could be any of those because it has all of the aspects of all of the perfumes in one perfume. And this is Lancome Idole Aura. And this is a flanker. Oh, it's so good. And I'm also very sad that I just, like 2 months ago, 1 or 2 months ago, just discovered this one. It's so creamy. It's creamy and floral and sweet and fresh and a little bit salty. It has fleur de sel in the top and bergamot, so it's quite salty and fresh and reminds you, in the first second, it reminds me at least of the sea. And then it gets super floral, but creamy floral. There's rose water in it and roses, roses upon roses upon roses, and then some creamy jasmine. And then the base is so fresh, also like a very creamy, luxurious body lotion. It has a very smooth vanilla and a very beautiful musk. Not one of those dry musks. It's like a modern, creamy, fluffy, airy musk. And it's just addictive. It's so addictive, and I've worn it a couple of times in the last couple of days, which says a lot for me. And lastly, we have Vanilla 28 by Kayali. I have this small little bottle, and I have to say, in the first months that I got it, I just wore it one time because it was just so weak. And then the juice went from almost clear to this color, which is beautiful, and then it got more deep and strong, and now I absolutely love it. This is a sweet, creamy, but still light gourmand scent with some oriental vibes to it. It's vanilla and vanilla and vanilla. Vanilla orchid, vanilla. It has vanilla orchid in the top and in the base, and it has vanilla in the heart. So it's a vanilla bomb, but it doesn't smell like the typical vanilla perfume you maybe know. It's very light and fluffy and quite mature and elegant. But then it has this very addictive brown sugar note to it and a little bit of deepness from the amberwood, and it's rounded out with some musk. It's so beautiful. It's so cozy. I wish it would be even more strong, double the amount that it is right now, because it's still very subdued and cozy and laid back, and it could be much more strong so that I could wear it during the day for a whole day in fall and winter time. But right now for me, this is just like a cozy going to bed type of scent, but still I adore it. So these were all of my recommendations for a honeymoon. I hope there was a perfume in it for you. Let me know which one you wore to your honeymoon, which one you would wear now, or which one you're going to wear, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.